There's a balance between giving to the world and receiving from the world. Giving is a masculine principle. All men, if they truly are men, want to give. Receiving is a feminine principle. All women, if they really are women, want to receive. So, so to receive is feminine in nature, and all and to give is masculine in nature. Obviously, this is simply when you're talking about from the perspective of masculinity and femininity as a cosmic force, not as it manifests in such a fickle, confusing creature as the human being. Just a precursor to that, because I don't want people in the comments saying, I'm a woman and I like to give. Like, obviously, that's not what I mean. But further moving forward on that, sometimes we can give, and completely forget that we need to receive. We can give, and completely in our mind forget that, oh wow, I need to give, or I need to receive. I need to let the universe give me back what I've given it. And that comes from fear, oftentimes, as most things do. Fear that if I stop giving, then I won't be of any value. Fear that if I stop giving, I won't be able to receive. And the only reason I ever receive is because I'm constantly giving. Fear because I have to be the type of person that gives to maintain and sustain a certain relationship. Let me tell you this, just as much as you give, you're going to receive, and you should receive if you give properly. If you give without the intention to keep and hold on to a thing, that's not real giving. That's actually selfishness. That's giving to receive. That's not real giving. Real giving is giving from you, from here, and you're giving it just because it's you. That's what I do. Like if I gave somebody a compliment, they said, "Ew, shut up, creep." Okay, like you should. If you like this is on the camera, but if you really knew me and interacted with me, you'd be like, "Dang, this nigga really does not." It's like you can't. I've had friends tell me it's like it's a different type of unwavering with you. Like you just can't get under you. You can't get under me because I'm already under you. I mentioned this in the vibrations and life force video that I just made. I know your essence. I'm with your essence. I'm here, standing here across from you as you standing as me, and I'm aware of this. And it's actually amazing that a being like that would tell you what I'm telling you right now, but I see the need for it, so I have no problem spilling the beans, so to speak. But it's not that secret, that is. It's not a secret what I'm telling you. There are thousands of people who said it before me, and there are thousands of people who will say it after. So, you know, um, when I give, I'm giving from a place that's not considering what I will get back in return. And the reason why I'm not considering what I'll get back in return is because to give is to receive. So when I gave you that, I got that back equivalent in energy. This has never not been the case for me. The reason why most people don't receive what they're supposed to be receiving is because they do things with the intention, and the intention is wrong. And I made this in my video when I was talking about manipulate life force energy, when I was talking about intention and effort. It's called perfect effort. When you give forth the type of effort which naturally causes you to receive in equal measure and quality that which you give out. That's perfect effort. When you don't try to go against the wills and life forces of the other sentient creatures and beings around you, you don't try to profit from them or over them or off of them. You don't even see it as, huh, I made it, I did it. I had a friend who used to do that. He had that wrong intention, and he knew it was wrong. And I told him about it, and he had a little attitude about it. He was being a little bitch boy about it. I can't blame him though, because it's very hard to face your shadow when someone's showing you that they see your shadow. It's like, you're cauterizing my wound. So I don't blame him. And thinking back now, who I am now, I wouldn't have even interacted with it. But my care for him was at a certain level that honestly it shouldn't have been at, because you cannot care for a being more than they care for themselves, unless they're a fucking dog and they're operating off instincts. But a human being who has the ability to ration things, no. Humans get themselves into things they want to get into. They got themselves into that thing not thinking, and then they want to play the victim. But no, we can't do that. We can't do that, um, because that's not conducive to your growth. So when you practice giving from a place that doesn't have any wrong intentions, that's perfect effort. Giving in anything. I don't mean just giving gifts or giving, you know, affection or attention or care. I mean giving yourself in the things you do in your life. As I'm giving myself in this, I'm this is a technique. I'm paying close attention to the way the moment feels, the way the energy indraws to me in the moment. And I'm floating on the wave of the inspiration I'm sustaining through my attention towards the present moment in the way my attention towards the present moment is sustained. So my perception of the present moment as nothingness and somethingness simultaneously. I'm allowing the nothingness to instruct the somethingness to give me something to say to you in a way that makes sense to the people it'll make sense to. And that's a technique. It's a literal technique. And I don't just have that. Any being who has taken the time to own the non existence and the existence of themselves will be able to do what I just stated. And they'll do it readily, easily, because that's a part of the process of developing your consciousness. Part of that process is literally getting to the point to where you're okay in silence and okay in noise. And the noise is silence except visible. The noise is silence except heard. Yes. The form is silence except seen. The taste is silence except tasted. That was deep. I don't know if there are many people in the world who will really contemplate or understand that, but I encourage you to contemplate that deeper. Sit alone in silence and see how you react, how your senses are conditioned to believe in themselves as a reality. And then I encourage you to follow through long enough on your life experience and ask yourself, when has what you saw ever been the reality? But the things you intuited and you felt and you knew, those were always the reality. And that's just the case. So, you know, practice giving yourself to yourself primarily. If you can give of yourself to yourself without the unnecessary attachment or aversion towards yourself. You're not running from yourself when you're giving to yourself, yet you're not running unnecessarily fast towards yourself or towards some goal or towards some vision, which will stress you out and stress out the body and make you age prematurely, make the body age prematurely. If you're not forcing these things upon yourself, you will find naturally that there's a balance that occurs within you that you don't have to try to unnecessarily maintain. You're not trying to maintain it by force. You just maintain it because the present moment allows you to maintain it. This may not make sense, but that is the case. So the receiving aspect, when I said giving is receiving, I meant that literally. The quality of your giving is the quality of your receiving. To the uninitiated, unaware mind, when they give, they think that their receiving is going to be happening later. No, when you give, you receive in that moment the energy. See, the thing is, people are thinking about matter like it's something different than energy. Matter is energy. And since matter is energy, when you give energy, you receive that energy, period. You're giving, and since you and I are not separate beings, only in your mind or conditioned consciousness, you believe we're separate beings. When you give to a being, you are giving to being, which means you are giving to yourself. Now, on another video, we're going to talk about karma. We're going to talk about the way karma functions. But for right now, we won't, go that deep into it because it's not necessary. But my thing is simply saying, I'm understanding, adjust your intentions, perfect your effort by adjusting your intentions, and then give and receive from that place which does not care, does not try to reason and rationalize, and doesn't overextend nor underextend itself.